and welcome to this, the 44th episode of Jim's Raw Cooking. Today we are going to be making a chicken noodle soup. If you watched last week, not last week's, but the last video I uploaded, you would have realised that it was a pretty terrible quality. That's because I was doing it on this instead of my normal camera. This is my 5-year-old phone, which is now just entered retirement. But it is now going to be the recipes while my new phone videos it in crispy 1080p 60 FPS. Wow. Production value through the roof. Alright, so to start off with, we're going to be cutting up 4 spring onions. Getting rid of the end bits and stuff like that. This is going to make enough for probably 1 or 2 meals, hopefully. So you can bulk it up a bit. I'm bulking it up from the recipe a little bit, so I'm adding a few more spring onions, that kind of thing. You can add more chicken or rice, whatever you want. I'm doing it to a budget, so I'm going to start off with my 4 spring onions. I've got some ginger here, fresh ginger. I'm going to cut off probably about that much. And I'm going to kind of vaguely chop off the kind of bark, the skin of it, and then I'm going to chop it up small. Okay. Yes, so this should probably take, what, 30 minutes maybe? Well, with cutouts, without cutouts. Alright. So yes, I'm just doing that to start with. This video was, well, this recipe was suggested by Kat, and it's on BBC Good Food. Amazing. Alright. So this has got lots of ginger, it's good for you. So does the garlic, which we're doing next. So I'm using 2 garlic cloves here. Again, same as the ginger, just cut them up small. Peel the stuff off. So this should be fairly good if you have a cold, because it's got all the stuff you need. And it's not got too many ingredients, it's pretty good. It's fairly easy to do, by the looks of it. I'm not there yet. Okay. Yes, you shouldn't have the static in your left ear now, that you did have on the last video. It's still a bit echoey in here, but I can't do that until I have the right in the house. I can't change that. The pilot for the return was successful, and we've got sufficient funding to continue the series. Amazing. And by that I mean it didn't go too terribly apart from all the terrible bits. But hey. Okay, so trying to keep this pretty speedy. I'm probably going to go for like 3mm like chunky bits. I don't know. I'll let my like ginger and garlic fairly chunky. Okay. So you may notice that the chicken's on the chopping board though, if that's even in chop, which I probably should have checked. But that's not actually going to be chopped up to begin with at least. Okay, so we've got everything ready. Now I'm going to make the stock. Let me quickly grab the kettle, which has boiled. And if we do this right, we should be doing, 900ml of stock. Almost a litre. Stop, there you go. Well, that's a little bit over, but hang on. Okay, so I'm going to use chicken stock. You can use vegetable stock, but I just have these little stock cubes right here. I'm going to use a fork, I'm going to crush them all. I'm going to put them in there. And try not to cut myself there. Alright. These use 2 per litre. Yeah, so other things you might not have noticed, or you might have noticed in the last video, that I didn't talk about, was I have grown a beard. Much to my, I don't know, I'm still not convinced, but it is growing on me. But yes, from now on I'm pretty much just going to do videos when people suggest stuff, because otherwise I'm just making toast, and that isn't much of a video. Jim's raw toast. Oh. So yeah, send in your favourite ingredients. And, well, not ingredient, recipes, there you go, that's what I meant. Okay, so that's there. So we've got the chicken breast, we've got the ginger, we've got the garlic. Okay, so we're going to move over to the stove. Alright, so we've moved over to the stove. We're just going to turn that on to like a reasonable heat. I'm going to chuck in our stock, like that. Oh. Going to plop in our chicken breast, which we'll fish out later and chop up. Root ginger, I'm going to add that. Using a different hand. That's fine, I'm using a different hand. And our garlic as well, I think. Yep. So you're now plopped on the counter. Okay. There you go. Basically we're going to bring that up to boil. Okay. Okay, so try and make sure that's not stuck to the bottom. And basically we're going to boil that for a while. Probably for about 20 minutes. But while we're doing that, we can chop up, if you can see this, our spring onions. So I'll just do that very quickly. So I'm going to do one of these like crossways, so they've got little discs. And then I'm going to do some of them kind of not quite, or almost lengthways. So like a bit of variety. I'm going to try not to cut my fingers off now. Badly. Didn't actually cut myself, that's fine. I'll do it from the end. There you go. So yeah, I have like a variety of these, it makes it look a bit nicer. So you have some that are discs, some that are lengths. Alright, I'll cut that up, let this boil, and I'll get back to you. See you in a minute. Alright, so it's coming up to 20 minutes. You saw me cut up the rest of the spring onion. I put in 2 tablespoons-ish of sweet corn, and you've got the 50 grams of, well, it's a rice noodle nest, there you go. So I'm just going to pop that over there. What we're going to do now is we're going to attempt to fish out the chicken. Chickens are not fish, but we're going to fish it anyway. Okay, so we're going to put that over here. And now we're going to try not to burn ourselves while we shred it. Okay. It's working fairly well. So basically you just get 2 forks, stick one in one side and then 2 to grip it, and then tear the chicken apart using the other one. Now that it's boiled for like 20 minutes, it's really soft, so it's really easy to get apart. See, if you grill this, it'd be a little bit more difficult to take apart, but boiling it in the water helps a lot. It's very moist. Keeps all the flavour in the soup. Okay. So, if you are like me, a student, I would recommend freezing like a pack of chicken breasts and then just defrosting one and using it like one at a time. That way they stay fresh for longer. Alright, we're almost there now. Need to check, but I'm pretty sure we just put this all back in afterwards. Might leave that little corner bit out because that's fairly tough. Yeah, that's got like a joint or something, so I'm just going to scrape stuff away from it. That's got a joint in it, so I'm going to leave that there. I'll put it over here. And then I'm going to pop this all in the thing. Yes, okay. Try not to drop it everywhere. There you go. That's starting to look properly like a nice hearty chicken soup. Okay, so now we've got our spring onions and our rice nest. I'm pretty sure that's going in as well. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to leave this for 3 or 4 minutes. But first, I am going to get some soy sauce. And I'm going to use, well, just one of these. There you go. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to leave this for 3 or 4 minutes just so the rice noodles can soften, and then I'll be back. Alright, so this has been going for a couple of minutes, which you would have seen if the time lapse works, which it may not have. Alright. So what we're going to do now is we're going to attempt to serve it into this bowl. Okay, so what I'm going to do, what my plan is basically, is to get out the rice noodles and put them all in this bowl, and then when I come and make it, well, reheat the remains, I'm going to add new noodles to it. I'm going to do that. So I want chicken and stuff in here as well. Oh, that's a bit hot. Oh, oh, it's very hot. Don't burn yourself. Top tip. Or you end up with a mark like that. Okay, that wasn't from this one. Alright, add a bit more chicken on there. Okay. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so let's see how it tastes. First I'm going to put a little bit more pepper on it. Just over the top. And wow, look at that. It looks like a pretty nice meal. Okay, so let's see if I can pick off a bit of the chicken, which looks very well cooked, which is good because we don't want food poisoning. Oh, actually pretty tasty. It's also pretty hot, but it is very tasty. Oh, okay, Obviously, that would be really nice if you're ill. And it's nice if you could, if you're well as well. But this has got all the stuff you need to get better. It's got your ginger, garlic, everything. All right. So this has been the 44th episode of Jim's Raw Cooking, and we made a chicken noodle soup. Would you believe that? All right. So if you have any other suggestions, please let me know, and I'll try and make them. But for now, it is good. It's time to go. Good night.